What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki, back at it with another scary, terrifying, and creepy video from a new YouTube channel called Claws, because I was given a challenge to make a scary compilation this morning on one of my lives, and they said, Zowoki, can you do a scary shark video? And I was like, you know what? Happy to oblige, because scariness can come in all shapes and forms besides ghosts, demons, shadow people, and so on. So we're going to be watching Mother Nature's scariest or 30th scary shark encounters ever caught on camera. So grab a chair, grab some popcorn, your extra pair of pants. It is spooky time. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are returning and have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe right now by hitting that white bar icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I thank you so much for the love and support. We are coming up on 70,000 subscribers, and it's all because of you guys. So keep on doing what you guys are doing so we can hopefully get to 100K. And then go over to Claws. I know they don't need my help, but subscribe, comment, like, and share to the people that brought us this video. And without further ado, let's get into the spookiness.
Man has encountered many great threats in its thousands of years of existence, but never anything quite like the shark. This clip starts off with
You couldn't pay me to go in those cages, to go in the ocean. You couldn't. Nope, there's no way. Okay, I love to see the ocean from afar. Okay.
HD footage of a scuba diver taking in the sights until something unsightly comes into view.
That ain't no dolphin.
This experienced diver seems
Was this on Halloween of 2004? It was.
be keeping his cool, seemingly unfazed by the oncoming underwater killer, and that is exactly what makes the next part so shocking. The shark takes a chunk.
Have we not seen this badness or scariness from Deep Blue Sea, Jaws, The Black Demon? Well, we've seen Sharknado, but it's not real. But again, how many shark movies are out there to show that sharks should not be cuddled with, played with, touched?
Out of the man's arm in a flash and speeds away. Not to worry, though, the man is said to have returned to the ocean after completing a few months of hospitalization that also left him with a badass scar. This clip starts off on a frantic note with a tiger shark circling around our stranded cameraman.
That's a big tiger shark.
If you thought that was bad, wait until you find out that after a few seconds the shark disappears from sight altogether, with the man frantically snapping his head around to look for the predator.
My thalassophobia is getting...
The shark returns soon after, like a
max.
phantom rising
If you know what thalassophobia is, it's the scare of the ocean. I have that.
from the dead. The man barely registers its presence.
I hate this going up and then going down, up and going down, and then up, going down. I hate that.
The man realizes he is in danger and tries to swim away backwards, keeping his spear at the ready should he need it. And as it turns out, he does indeed end up needing it. Fortunately for the man, it seems his spear was enough to deter the shark. In this next clip,
Did he hit it? Because I'm pretty sure the shark doesn't know that it's a spear.
these two men are diving off the coast of Papua New Guinea.
What is that he's doing in his hand?
The man that is rubbing a plastic bottle between his hands is doing so to attract sharks, a suicidal endeavor that will not end well. The foolish man even swims out into the open, away from his friend, in a bid to attract a shark. Little does he know he is about to have his death wish come true. The shark comes straight for the man from out of nowhere. Neither of these two see it coming. Allow me to slow it down for you.
Holy mother!
As it turns out, the man ended up completely unharmed, apart from a severe headache after the shark rammed the man upon realizing they weren't prey.
What did we learn?
In this next clip, we see a shark make a Disney supervillain entrance. But this shark means serious business, unlike the previous ones.
Looks like a
we've
great
shown.
white.
This one tries to go straight for the diver in the cage. After
I see you!
getting stuck a few times, it unsurprisingly is unable to get through the cage and decides to swim away. The divers inside breathe a huge sigh of relief. That shark was hungry, or angry, or both.
If he was hungry, he had his pick of the buffet, but he wanted the big piece of meat, which was the human.
All in a good day's work for these divers, I suppose. This clip isn't just good.
Nope.
It's great. Meet the king of the ocean.
Great
the
white.
Great white shark. This shark is in no mood to make friends and wants all the smoke. It swims straight into the diver's...
Why do they have these spots right here so open? Like, do the whole bar, man.
Cage, testing its strength and the diver's nerves. The shark continues to push against the cage, albeit unsuccessfully. Realizing that it is a futile endeavor, the great predator decides to swim away.
Ah!
A penny for the diver's
Nope.
thoughts in those gut-wrenching moments. This man has spotted a shark beneath him while surfing, and he seems bizarrely pumped about it.
Bro, it could eat you.
The man then spots a turtle beneath the surface, also swimming around in close vicinity of the murder machine. The turtle, realizing it's also in danger, immediately makes a U-turn, but is unable to escape.
Oh no! Oh! Holy
Save the turtle!
They're underneath me. Look, the tiger's going.
But the man, so captivated by the shark's chase of the turtle, forgets that he is also in the blast zone. He doesn't realize that what happened to the turtle is going to happen to him next.
Uh-oh. Oh! What?
I would say it thinks you're a fish.
The shark goes on and takes a huge chomp out of the man's surfboard, sending the man tumbling into the water and right into the shark's home turf. I love how he doesn't forget his camera, though. It seems that this man viewed it as more of a transformative experience.
Oh my God! Oh, look at the teeth marks! Look at the teeth marks! Look at this! Oh, I love that! so much.
This man is lucky that shark was not serious about hurting him.
This guy
Otherwise,
needs
there
to-
would have been no experience to have had. This group is down in the ocean with a cage to protect them from what appears out of the depths
great
of
white?
the ocean.
Nope. Have we not seen the movie Megalodon? I mean, it's not a Megalodon, but it's...
Is watching them from a distance, observing, calculating. It continues to inch closer and closer to the audience, to its bloody theater. The shark is at this point too close for comfort for many in the cage, and that unease turns into full-blown fear when this happens. The shark slams into the cage in an attempt to break through it, realizing that that's not
I would have lost all bowel movement if I would have seen that shark coming at me.
possible. The hunter swims away, much to the relief of these divers.
And they go and stick the camera outside the cage. Are you nuts?
The shark continues to keep an eye on them, but the divers will remain safe and without further drama. This clip starts out as something straight out of a horror movie.
That's a lot of sharks. Hell no.
These are shark-infested waters, bull sharks, hammerheads, the whole party. These divers have chosen the depths of hell for their staycation.
Mako sharks too, maybe? Ow! Oh my gosh.
These men seem pretty experienced if their calm demeanor underwater is anything to go by. However, things take a horrifying turn when one hammerhead gets a little too close for comfort. That was a skillful maneuver from the diver, and these people show off their years of experience as they continue to handle the shark
You could have years of experience and still get eaten. I'm sorry, but
of Tiger Beach.
nope.
I guess it's nice to finally
This tastes like plastic.
see some aptitude on display. When this group went fishing, they caught something a little bigger than they bargained for. They continue to try to reel the shark in, but this bull isn't going down without a fight. In what is a vicious attempt to break free, the shark violently slams into the boat to throw the people hunting it off.
Let me get my camera out.
People jump back in sudden disbelief. It seems they have underestimated a shark on its home turf. The shark manages to swim back down,
It's literally the size of them, and they think they're gonna pull that out.
albeit it's still caught on the hook.
You gotta get the hook out.
The shark once again slams into the boat, giving these fishermen another warning. But they try to bring the raging bull to the surface once again.
Shark ahoy.
The shark manages to snap the line, swimming away back into the ocean. This man is just kayaking along at sea when he realizes something is amiss.
Oh.
He snaps his head back to look at something he thinks he's seen out of the corner of his eye. Little does he know that that peripheral threat is about to become very real.
Yeah, because it probably wants to eat the kayak, thinking it's like a bigger fish, and he doesn't. This is why I don't do this.
The man is understandably very confused. He doesn't know what hit him, literally. That is when the threat resurfaces again, sending the man into a panic.
Yeah, hungry shark.
The man, understandably scared, quickly paddles away. His life depends on it. It seems he will live to tell the tale. This couple was out in the ocean exploring a wreck. No, not the Titanic. Without a worry on their mind.
I will do it with a robot. Oh.
That is when something truly unexpected and shocking happens. A shark attacks the woman recording from behind, biting directly into her air hose. The woman is instantly sent into panic, but the man remains calm. The two quickly find a solution as the man gives his wife his primary regulator and uses his own alternate. But where is the shark, you might be asking?
Yeah!
Well, have a look at this angle from the husband's view. That didn't look like a full-grown shark.
No.
These people should be thankful for that. This
Looked like a
spear
teenager
fisherman is out at sea, doing as spear fishermen do.
Oh.
Little does he know his day is about to turn upside down. The coast seems clear for the most part. There seems to be no danger, no threat, until he spots death speeding toward him at a rate of knots. Now that is a sight that would make anyone's heart stop. The shark comes at the man from out of nowhere and lunges at him. But
Does that
this
hurt the
man's
shark?
Instinctive reflexes save his life. He sends his spear straight into the shark's jaws against incredible odds.
Oh.
The shark is stopped in its tracks, and this man managed
This doesn't taste like meat.
just to get away.
I don't think the shark made it.
Kudos to this man. That was spectacularly quick thinking.
Woo!
Which one of these encounters did you find the most traumatizing?
Is that it?
Down under,
Oh.
in Sydney, Australia, a man almost maxed out all of his lucky aces when he went cliff diving and was greeted down under style by a waiting spectator. Terry Tufferson and a few of his friends decided it would be refreshing to change up their plans for the day and go impromptu diving in true Australian fashion.
There's a gate there for a reason.
Cheered on by his friends, Terry then took the plunge. But as soon as he hit the water, he realized how grave his decision was.
You literally gave him food on a platter without the plate.
Fortunately, Terry's encounter with the shark was something of a cautionary tale for everyone to never underestimate the forces of nature.
Yeah.
In then quiet Portrush Harbor, Ireland, an unwelcome guest caused widespread panic among locals. The harbor's residents swarmed a scene that is very much out of the norm.
That's a big guy.
Wake up! Oh my word. There it is. Try and get there. To the rock base.
That's a
When
big
this
shark.
unthinkable act by a 14-foot basking
And then these kids are right. Oh my gosh. Disclaimer, the kids are not going to be harmed.
shark occurred, men, women, and children crowded carelessly over the edge of the harbor.
Where are your parents?
Whoa.
The girl's like, I'm not scared.
After authorities learned of the residents' carelessness, they reportedly considered human and animal welfare to achieve coexistence. A man decided to go on a cage dive in Guadalupe, Mexico, to meet a creature that has only ever appeared in his elementary textbooks. The daring man in the video is Bob. He has marked off many things from his list of adventures. Next is finally meeting the ever-powerful...
The shark's going around like, why'd you guys put my food in a cage? Like, I can't get to it.
great white shark.
Hell no. Like, can't that shark go through the...
Overjoyed,
the fish and
felt
eat?
a surge of excitement from the once-in-a-lifetime encounter with the creature, when out of equal curiosity, the mighty beast gave him a show he will never forget. Bob continued his story about the time he came face to face
Bob, you're crazy.
with a great white shark, rejoicing in the fact that the shark did not mistake him for a seal and attack him instead. Sam
I was
Jaff
wondering.
and his wife Heidi used to take regular boat rides 4 miles off the coast of Key
Is she skinny dipping?
West, Florida, where they often stopped to swim.
The water's beautiful.
On one fateful day, a cameo appearance beneath them altered the course of events.
Hey, Heidi. Hey, Heidi, get in the boat.
Are you being serious?
Luckily enough, Sam saw the wriggling creature before Heidi turned into shark food.
Look at
Can you
that.
see them?
Yeah, they're like circling.
They're like, excuse me, we saw a naked woman in the water. We're just wondering if you could put her back. Because we want to eat some, woman.
Look. Look out.
Sam's ocean awareness not only helped them avoid a potential shark attack, but also taught them to be more cautious on future boat trips.
Right?
In Monterey Bay, California, a swimmer was alerted by a drone operator who saw danger approaching the unaware diver
I'm wondering if it's, you got the guy here and you got the shark down here.
in New Brighton State Beach's calm
there.
waters. Eric Mailander was flying his newly set up drone over the beach when he noticed a strange movement in California's waters.
You know where I would be? I'd be right up here where my mouse is. The top right. Right there. That's where I would go. I wouldn't be inside this water.
Upon noticing, he made efforts to calmly inform the swimmer of the potential danger of its presence.
Don't freak out.
Despite shark warning signs in the area, Eric felt obligated to act.
Oh, it's getting closer!
Since the water is warm, these sharks like the shallows and will interact with swimmers, surfers, boogie boarders, and stand-up paddlers.
I have no desire to go in the waters.
Thankfully, no horrific predatory footage was captured during this encounter. Several shark enthusiasts got dangerously close.
Well, you wonder why this guy's here. I see the BLOOD in the water.
To a 20-foot monster in Charleston, South
Yeah,
Carolina.
look at that.
For the chance at $1 million footage.
You think that the shark would go after this, not the boat?
Chris Clemens and his buddies organized a trip to fulfill their fascination with the magnificent creature.
Nope.
He's a monster, dude!
They dropped bait into the water, luring the huge fish to the side boat. Fortunately, it took a big bite out of the bait and swam away before it could harm any humans. Joey Antonelli and his friend Nick were on a routine boat ride in Oahu, Hawaii, when they met a local resident they had not scheduled a meeting with.
A shark?
As they waited for that day's catch, Joey felt like he was in the presence of something other than his favorite fish, the mahi-mahi.
Go, 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 go! Go, what are you doing?
As his terrified companion continued to freak out, Joey peered around the rear of their boat, where he was shaken by what he saw.
No! Oh my god, the shark's eating your trolling motor! Hey! Nick, what? He's eating your trolling motor, Nick!
Fortunately for them, the shark quickly lost interest in the trolling motor and kept swimming downward.
It's like, oh, that's
A crowd gathered in False Bay, South Africa to witness a great white shark breaching the water.
Okay.
Guys,
could I get all of you to stand up just for 1 second?
I don't want to see any shark
A
breach the
tourist from
water.
The United States thought that going shark watching could be a lot of fun. As they awaited their timely guest, the tour organizer asked them to stand up. Then suddenly, this incomprehensible act took place before their very eyes. That fleeting encounter with the wondrous creature opens Sean's eyes to the fact that he is a minuscule dot in the vastness of the universe. A man named Ledio had an unforgettable experience kayaking.
I will not understand why people go kayaking in the ocean like this to like, I just don't get it. There's no protection.
Kayaking in the pristine waters of Dirmi, Albania. Ledio had been kayaking his entire life, and his camera in hand, he captured the moment he became entangled with a particularly persistent fish.
You're crazy, dude.
After a few minutes of paddling,
Oh.
Ledio turned his head from side to side to identify the creature following him.
It looked like a baby hammerhead. Am I wrong?
In a flash of clarity, he affirmed his initial suspicion. It was a shark. The powerful short-finned mako shark persisted in pestering Ledio, to which he responded with a more territorial approach.
Yeah, that's not a baby. Yeah, show that shark who's boss.
After a few more thrashings, the naughty shark laid off Ledio, who continued to paddle away. In order to help with conservation efforts, volunteers spent a beautiful day at sea in Hansby, South Africa, collecting data on the white shark population for the White Shark Diving Company.
Turning.
Going this way, it's right here.
The group waited patiently, but they had no idea what was in store for them when the moment
Say he's got a lot of scars on him from possible boats and stuff.
finally arrived.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
The 4.8-meter-long female white shark stayed near their boat for over an hour, allowing researchers to photograph her dorsal fin as part of the White Shark Identification Project. A man's experience while caged in South Africa went from thrilling to terrifying after he came face to face with an extremely hostile animal. Paul Deering signed up for
This shark woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
cage diving, thinking he would have a very
Did you guys know how sharks sleep? They literally shut off one side. They'll shut the left side off and flap with the right and sleep like that. And then when they're ready to swap, they go like this, shut this side off their brain on, or shut it off, and then swim with this. That's how they sleep. I didn't know that.
pleasant experience with majestic sharks. When the adrenaline junkie Paul jumped into the water with the cage, he was met with such a powerful force that he was forced to brace for his life.
And he crapped his pants. Oh, no.
We can take comfort in the fact that Paul survived the ordeal because the cage was sturdy enough to withstand the savage blows of the raging shark. This footage, taken in Australia, demonstrates how graceful and regal
Look at that person. That person can fit inside this belly.
these large animals can be. Diver Jenny Bradshaw was tasked with documenting and analyzing great white shark sightings in Perth.
She's touching the nose like, oh, such a good little shark.
After a couple of minutes in pursuit of the animal, it showed itself and did something almost only possible in movies.
Hell no.
For Jenny, it was a day full of surprises, and she continues to marvel over the magnificent feat of strength by the powerful sharks. YouTuber M. Hakim was on an ordinary dive at Brothers Island in Egypt when a member of his crew got extremely unlucky. At first, it seems like an average shark encounter where nothing bad usually happens. Unfortunately, things go south rather quickly when the shark begins circling around one of the divers. Feeling threatened, the man tries to swim away from the predator as it suddenly attempts to take a bite out of his foot.
Shark's trying to get a little taste like, it's rubber. Ah! And the guy that's recording right now, there could be a shark behind him. And he's not even paying attention.
Luckily, it fails in doing so and calmly swims away like nothing happened. The divers now begin to seriously worry about their safety. Just a few minutes later, the shark comes right back for the same guy and attempts to bite his face off. He does everything in his power to fight the beast off as it keeps coming back at him. Thankfully, the man is able to land a powerful punch on the shark's face that scares it away.
Not many people can say that they punch a shark in the face.
Truly, anything is possible in the ocean, and you should always be prepared to fight for your life, like this man did.
That's why I stay on land.
What would you do if a shark came that close to you?
I won't have to worry.
Would you swim away or fight it off?
I
While
would
fishing at sea,
sit in my living room and watch with you guys at home, just like I'm doing right now.
on an 8-foot kayak, this man unfortunately hauled in a little more than he bargained for. At the start of the video, the fisherman reveals that his catch is quite heavy, and so he suspects that it might be a shark.
He's down there. He's big. Now, I'm letting him twist me because I don't want to go too quickly, or else he'll flip me. I'm only in an 8-foot kayak. I'm not in a kayak that's designed to be fishing in, I'll tell you that.
He carefully
So why are you?
for a while, and when the catch comes close to the surface, he confirms that it is indeed a tiger shark, one big enough to overturn his kayak.
See that tiger shark right there? I'm gonna have to cut this line right here real soon, right?
After bringing the majestic beast to the surface for a closer look, the brave man decides to let it go, afraid that its strength might flip over his kayak.
But now it's gonna have that
Somewhere along the
hook in
South
there.
African coast, 2 kayakers received a visit from a terrifying, unexpected guest. In the beginning, one of the 2 men notices a 13-foot great white shark approaching, so he gets out his camera and starts recording.
I want to get him on camera.
Big as a car.
It's still there. Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, yeah.
For quite some time, the predator is seen circling around their kayaks, coming dangerously close to them multiple times.
I got goosebumps, man.
Regardless, the two daring men try to remain calm and even put bait into the water to further entice the animal, but somehow fail to realize
Why?
that they are bait themselves.
Oh, yeah, here comes again.
After circling the kayaks for a little longer, the shark eventually goes back to minding its own business and leaves them alone for good. Somewhere in Guadalupe,
It was checking to see if what this food looks like.
a diver got a little more than he bargained for when he attracted the attention of a great white shark. While
The
cage
diver.
diving. In the beginning, all seems to be going well as the diver observes the large animal from a distance. Unfortunately, the shark quickly spots the cage and decides to come get a closer look when this happens.
It grabs the rubber tire. This is not meat. It's just rubber.
When the cage bars fail to give way, the determined predator circles the cage and now attacks the bars on the other side.
They put my food in a cage. Why did they do that? Ooh, I might have to watch that one. The 30 scariest Bigfoot encounters even skeptics can't deny. I might have to watch that one. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this one that was different from all of our other scary ones, let me know down in the comments. Hit the like button, share with your friends, and we will see you guys in the next video. Please take care, be safe, and keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys in the next one.